So, on, what day was it now?
Friday.
On our last class. No, it was Thursday, actually, I think. We didn't have class, we have this on Friday? We didn't do this on Friday. We did the code.org, yep. Okay, so on Thursday, we talked about this. That's why we should review this. Lesson 5.5, when you're subtracting, and you're given a situation like this, you've got two wholes, and 1/5 of a whole, so it's 1 out of 5 potential pieces. And you have to take away a whole and 2 pieces that are fifths. Then you know that you don't have enough pieces to take away. And so, when you don't have enough pieces, in order to subtract, you have to break apart one of the wholes and then add them to the pieces that you have, and then take away pieces. Okay? So here's how you should draw this out. Since we don't have 2/5 to take away, we have to cut one of these into fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have 5/5. We cut this one up into fifths. And this is 5/5 plus 1/5. How many fifths do we have now? 6/5, right. And we still have one whole. So instead of writing it as 2 1/5, you write it as 1 6/5. It's the same amount, it's just that we took one of the wholes and we broke one of the wholes up into 5/5. So that's how you'll write it. Cross out the 2 and write a 1. We're taking 1 away. And instead of 1/5, we add 5 pieces. So we have 6/5. Okay? Now we can take away 1 2/5. So 6 pieces minus 2 pieces. How many are left? Right. There's 4 pieces left, 4/5. See, we took away and there's 4 pieces left. Took away 2 because there's 2 that were taken away. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 left, right? Then we have to take away 1. So the only thing that's left is 4/5. That's the answer. All right? It takes a lot of figuring. It takes a lot of computation. It's called, or a lot of rewriting the numbers, regrouping the numbers, breaking apart the wholes, writing it as 5/5. So it is a lot of work. Okay? But that's what you have to do on some of these problems. You have to do a lot of work in order to get to the answer. Let's do the first one together. This is going to be your homework. So I'm going to help you with these and go through the problems with you. Number 1. Let's start with number 1. 1.5 minus 7/8. 1.5 minus 7/8. Now, what do we need first? 2 and 8. What do those have to be? They have to be the same, don't they? So underneath the 1/2, we're going to have to convert this to 8ths. Correct. So underneath, draw a line. That's the fraction bar. And we're going to convert this to 8ths. The 1/2 times what?
4.
Times 4 because 2 times 4 is 8. We have to convert 1/2 to eighths. And so we have to multiply by 4 on the top and the bottom. What's 1 times 4, class?
4.
4. Is 4/8 the same as 1/2?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we have the same size pieces. We have to have the same size pieces when we're taking away. You have to wait, Alex. I'm teaching right now. Do we have enough pieces to take away? No. Nope. So we have to make more pieces. How do you make more pieces? Max?
You take the 1 and you make it into base.
Right, we have to break apart this whole 1 and make it 8 eighths. Why did we choose 8 eighths? Daria? Because 8 divided by 8 is 1, so we have a whole 1, but it's in 8 pieces. But why did we choose 8 eighths and not 5/5 or 4/4 or 3/3? Right, because we want to have the same denominators so that we can add them together. If we add the 8 eighths to the 4 eighths, now we have how many pieces? 12 pieces. 12 eighths. And we can take away 7 eighths. And we're left with 5 eighths. That's our answer, isn't it? So is that a lot of work? Yeah, kind
So
of.
why do you have to write it out if you already know how to do it?
Because you have to write it out so I can grade it. I can't grade it if you don't write it out. So copy that down. Copy everything that I did. Make sure you write 8, cross out the 1, and write 8 eighths. Write plus 4 eighths. Underneath that is what? Oh, there's the 12 eighths. Yep. Good. Questions on these? Yes. Let's do that one together now. Number 2. Does everybody have number 1 copied?
Yeah.
Good. Let's go on to number 2. 5 1/3 minus 3 5/6. Now again, we have to have, first we gotta have a common denominator. So change this to 6, because this is in 6, 3 goes into 6, doesn't it? So we have to multiply this by what to get 6? 2. That's 2/6. Can we take away 5/6? Nope, not yet. So write that underneath. Now you can see we don't have enough pieces. We have to make more pieces. You have to take one of the holes. So cross out the 5 and write 4. We're going to have 4 left. But we're going to use one of them and make it into 6 sixths. And add that to the pieces we already have. 8 sixths minus 5 sixths, which is
3 6.
3 sixths, yeah, and that has to reduce to 1/2. Now, we also have to do 4 minus 3, so it's 1 and 1/2. Circle it. more, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Let's do number 5. We're skipping to number 5. That one requires a little more work. 9 2/5 minus 3 3/4. Now, when we look at both of these denominators, 5 and 4, we're going to have to change both of them, aren't we? What's the common denominator? 20. So we're going to change this one to 20, and this one to 20. We're going to subtract. So 5 times 4 is 20. We have to multiply the 2 times 4. That's 8/20. And 4 times 5 is 20. So we have to multiply 3 times 5, which is 15. Again, do we have enough pieces? Nope. We don't have enough pieces. So we have to break apart a whole. We're left with 8 and 20/20. 8 and 20/20. We took that one whole and basically just broke it up into 20 pieces, so we'd have all the same size pieces, and we'd have 28 of them, so we can take away 15. Now, I guess you don't need to rewrite the 15/20. Okay? So 28 minus 15 is 13/20. Do we have any holes left that we have to subtract?
Yeah.
Yep. 8 holes, take away 3 holes. So up here we'll write 5 and 13/20. Questions? This is great practice. It's practice in adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing, using all those skills that we've been working on since first grade. In first grade, you started doing 8 minus 3. Yeah. And in second grade, you started regrouping the number, which is what you're doing when you are taking away one of the holes and breaking it up into taking one of the holes and breaking it up into pieces. And then in fourth grade, you probably started adding fractions with the same denominator. And in fifth grade, you started finding a common denominator. And we did a little bit of that in sixth grade now. And now we're applying that. So we're using everything that you've been learning since first grade in these problems. That's awesome. Isn't that cool? How all the things that you've been learning up to this point, you're using in these questions. Okay?